Poop tube. Dude, what the heck was that? You guys see that? What the heck? What? That's crazy, bro. We back with the PP Man's trading cars racing car game. You know what time it is. We having fun. We got the rematch. We got all tied up. Even score 1-1. Red just won the previous match. Blue winning the first match. Starter deck versus 1 versus 2. Who's gonna win? Gaia Red versus Vagina Glue. Cachitis Blue. Right? That's what we said? That's what it's called, right? Anyways, let's go ahead, get our eggs sorted out. Get our egg decks. Here we go. The egg deck's on the bottom here. Got 4 eggs on both sides. Woo! 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 Grab all the cards. Alright, let's get to it. Let's get a shuffle on. Dude, that was crazy. You guys see that? That was so fast. That was so weird. What? Who was that? Maybe am I hallucinating? Yo, man's tripping. Man's tripping. He imagining things. Alright, that's a pretty nice shuffle. What do you guys think? That's a good shuffle? Yeah, one more. One more. Split the deck. Some off the top. Here we go. Get this side shuffle now. We don't need to shuffle our eggs since all the eggs are the same. Shuffle this blue deck real quick. Right queasy. Right quick. Yo, how everyone doing? We having fun? We having a good time. We playing games. Yo, what's up to water, by the way? Just chugged, not chugged, but drank 3 waters. Which is hilarious, because I had some food, right? And I drank a water. Which, that was mixed with some, actually, Hi-C, the syrup. We got one of those, we got some of the syrup mix, so had a water there. And then we just did some exercise and drank 2 waters, and I'm feeling nice, which is hilarious. So weird. I just drink so much freaking water. I mean, that's not crazy for me. I'll be getting down on my waters. What's up to the new memory counter? Check this dude out, which, I mean, technically it's not new. We've been had this dude, but new to the channel. Everyone say what's up. Get licked. Nah. Kick kitty kick. Wow. Pow pow. Nah, get forward. Get forwarded on. Nah, I think he pooped a little bit. What the heck? That's crazy. Anyways, alright. Let's get that dude over there. And let's get 5 off the top. Can we pull 5? Nah, that's too many. That's too many! What did I say? I called it. I know my cards, baby. That's 5. 3, 5, and 7. We'll keep it. We'll keep it. We're feeling... Wait, nah. Do we keep this? Yeah. This is good. We got freaking Agumon. This is like almost an instant win. I don't know. It feels like that card's too good, so we're going to keep that. And then let's try on this side here. This is 3, 4, 5. Very nice. Hey, 3, 4, 5. What do we say? With 2 hammer sparks? That's actually crazy. Nah, is this an instant? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yo, Red pulling it back that previous game. But Blue starting off with a crazy hand. Anything could happen. What a cool, fun game. Wow, things are about to get exciting. Alright, we got 5 off the top here. That'll be our shields. Get our shield set up. Our security cards. 4, 5. Let's do it. And then after this, what we're gonna do actually is check this out. We'll tease the deck. Mimi Salamis, what's up? Now we go in hamster mode on him. Starter deck 3. You guys see that? ST3. Now, Matt's brother showing up to handle business. He brought his brother with him. We're gonna have some fun. Ooh, we shiny on him. Look at that. Rainbow mode. RGB gaming moment. Yeah, this is a cool, fun deck. Oh, wait. Tapirmon. What's up to Mimi Mimir? Yeah, so Matt's brother actually showing up to have some fun as well. So whoever wins this match will move on in the bracket or in the video series, and they're gonna face off and show us what they're made of. They're gonna face off against that starter deck 3. Heaven is yellow. All right, let's get it. Since red won, they're going first this time. We don't draw on our first turn. Let's go ahead, pop an egg to start the match. Here we go. Coromon. Very nice. Is that what he sounds like? We're gonna pop the Agumon first because he has the 1k DP inherited effect and also costs 0, but now this one costs 2 to play. This one's cheaper. So if we're gonna play a regular level 3, we're gonna play that one raw. And then since we Digivolved, Coromon Digivolve to Agumon. We're gonna draw a card. Ooh, another level 5. Unfortunate. Not exactly what we wanted, but that's alright because we got Biyomon. We coming out swinging straight out the gates. Now, 2 cost level 3 for 3k attack. That's pretty nice. Go ahead and move the memory counter here to 2. And let's get this show started. Alright. Here we go. We're gonna draw. Ooh! Nah, this could not be a crazier hand. Uh-oh. We got, look, the perfect ramp, which is hilarious because this happened the other game. We had a 3, 4, 5, right? But it was also, again, the Gomamon instead of Gabumon. Wow. That's hilarious. It's a baby seal. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's pop our egg. We drew our card. Sudamon. All right. Now, look at that dude's, look at his hairstyle. That's crazy. He's swag drip. Oh, that looks fun. Look at the background. They got the blocks. I think those are blocks, right? Those are squares. Nah. That's actually really cool art. That's pretty card. We got the moon. I think that's the moon. Wow, got the homies there. They're playing, looks like in the grass, or is that carpet? Who knows? Anyways, we're gonna Digivolve for 0. We draw a card because we Digivolve. Hey, we got a level 3. Now, Bearman. Bearman in the building. That's Winnie the Pooh. Yo, what's up to Winnie the Pooh? Man's is public domain. Whatever that means. Anyways, Garuru Man. Haroo! Digivolve 2. Garuru Man. Yep. Draw a card for Digivolve, and we pay 2. Because that costs 2 memory to Digivolve on a level 3. See, so if we have a level 3 Digimon, we can pay 2 memory for Digivolve cost. So that costs 2. We move our memory counter over to 0. And now we got an interesting decision to make. We can't play a Bearman. We could try to match their tempo with the Digimons that they got, Digimans. Or what else we could do is, we have 2 Hammer Sparks. This card is crazy. We could gain 1 memory or 2 memory if we play both. There's no limit to how many cards we play as long as we have enough memory. And these cost 0. Look at that guy. Man's bringing down the hammer. So this is an interesting situation. I think the correct move here is to try to set them to as little memory as possible. So we could give them 3 by Digivolving, because basically everything we're gonna do right now. What the heck? Do we get another Bearman when we Digivolve? That's hilarious. Anyways, yeah. Basically everything that we're doing is gonna cost 3 memory right now, right? This guy costs 3 to play. We could play him raw for 3. And this guy, we could wear Garuru Man. We could Digivolve again and draw another card for 3. Get to the big dog, right? Ramp straight up. Try to get to Metal Garuru Man. Which is actually disastrous because we know what's waiting on the other side. But, man, this is such a funny situation. I think in the earlier decks, it might be better to try to get a bunch of small guys out. But if we can get to the big man... Oh, by the way, what big butt cheeks you got, Grandma? Your butt cheeks so huge, Grandma. What the heck? I think it's actually correct. So we're gonna pay 2 memory, right? We're gonna pay 2 memory here. Gain 1 memory for a Hammer Spark. Play 1. Gain a memory. Put that in trash. Play another 1. Gain another memory there. Now we're back up to 2 memory. And we're going for the Wear Garuru Man. Alright, and that'll cost 3. So we set the memory counter to 1 since we were at 2, and we draw for Digivolve. Whoa! What the heck? No way! That's hilarious. And we get another Hammer Spark. We can't play it, though, because the memory's at 1. It's now officially our opponent's turn since we don't have any special effects that we need to resolve. So here we go. Let's go ahead and draw to start our turn. We're allowed to draw now. Oh, wow, we got a Biomon, so... it's time to move on up. Move on out here. Here we go. Let's get it. This is a little bit of an interesting situation that we're in right here. We don't have any level 4s. What a disaster. Wow. Talking about level 4s, look at what the dice is on. Nah, this is some kind of crazy, weird meme dream that we're in. That's hilarious. Okay. So what we're going to do is, I think we want to save this Biomon. I think saving this Biomon will be nice. So what we're doing now is, yeah, because we could Digivolve, right? We could Digivolve next turn with the Biomon. We see they have the 3, 4, and 5. They're ramping straight up to the big stuff. So I think it's okay if we attack, right? So we're gonna attack with Biomon first. Here we go. And they play 2 Hammer Sparks. Oh, 3,000! I don't know if there's anything smaller, but we are getting their shields out. We're getting their shields out, so Biomon explodes. Disaster Nightmare. That's alright. And now we're going in with Aguman as well. We're going straight for the shields. We're gambling. We're going, ooh, big man! That's nice to see out of the security, actually. That means that we don't have to worry about running into that card in the regular game. Having that show up on the board and trying to deal with that card. Because that card's crazy. And that's a big man. Big card. Alright. We could have saved our board, but in reality, if we're going to get a level 4 out, it'll be on top of this, right? So, we're fine right now. And next, we're going to set up a little bit of a Swords of Revealing Light. Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? Yu-Gi-Oh style, technically. Just for 1 turn. A Starlight Explosion. Now, light them up. Get exploded on. We're going to play 2 here to give all of our security Digimon plus 7,000 points. What's up to our nails? We was playing in the dirt. We working. We getting business taken care of. We healthy, right? We getting our nature, and we touching grass. So, yeah, we're gonna set up that plus 7k DP for all our security Digimon, giving them a little bit of a boost there. Try to scare the opponent from attacking us. So we're gonna do that for 2. Set the memory counter to 1 since we were at 1. And now it's Blue's turn. Here we go. Yeah, our Grandpa's deck only has Pot of Greed. Kaiba. Alright, we draw to start our turn. And now we got another level 3. Wow. Actually, Actually, blue is looking like they might be doing okay here. They're not hurting so bad, actually. So this is a really interesting situation. We can Digivolve in the back. We can Digivolve in the back and try to protect our Garuru Man. Which, all of these effects are for Digimon with no Digivolution cards. They don't have any Digimon with no Digivolution cards. And on top of that, we have a lot of small guys, right? Just like we were saying, it might be correct, actually, in these earlier decks, or in certain decks, to play all the small guys if you can, especially when the board is empty, and we could try to make some big plays with this. The problem with that is if they get a blocker out, then the small guys are basically hanging out, waiting for something to happen because they can't get around the blockers. We also have a Hammer Spark, right? So we can get an extra memory. Usually what we want is to find this in the security on the opponent's turn, because then we could gain 2 memory instead. And then sometimes it actually switches the turnover to our turn because we're getting memory on their turn instead, which is a really huge or big deal. It's actually pretty nice to have that go off, because then it messes up the other player a lot of the times, because they still want to play cards sometimes. So let's see. Do we try to go for the big man? We can set up the big dog right now. We can set up the big dog right now. We could go to 2 memory and set them to 2. That'll be really annoying for them. Or we could get out the small guys. I think the earlier we get out the small guys, the better, right? Because the big guy is always gonna be a big dog, right? So actually, this might be weird. This might be a little weird. I don't know if we can go out of the breeding yet, especially because we do have a level 3 though. That's the problem, right? Because we actually have a level 3. So technically, we could protect our guy as well though, right? We want to set up our next turn to play a level 3. Man, maybe we play the expensive ones? No, that doesn't make sense. We can't play the both 3-cost Digimon. Yeah, we're gonna play some small guys first. We're gonna play some small guys because that's what our hand is looking like right now. That's what our hand wants us to do. So we're actually gonna pay 0 for a Hammer Spark. We're gonna gain 1 memory. Go to 2 memory. We're gonna play Gomamon. We're gonna play a Gomamon for 2. Go to 0, and then we're actually gonna play another Bearmon for 3 here. If we passed the turn and we didn't play anything, if we didn't want to play something, we could also actually just pass the turn and set them to 3. But we have some plays we can make, so this is what we're doing. All right. And now the Starlight Explosion effect expires because it only lasts for 1 turn. And here we go. Let's get it. We're on 3 memory. We draw a card. Put your fist up. Represent where you're from. Get loose in the club. We're going to tear the party up. Get crunk, get crunk. All right, here we go. Pop our egg to begin our turn. Sweat. Biyomon. We Digivolve to Biyomon. We draw a card. Digivolve for 0. And we got the Dracomon. This is a nightmare. We're seeing some type of 4s. That's 4,000 right there. Uh-oh. This is a little strange. This is a little strange. We might want to play, actually, a level 5 Raw. We could play a level 5 Raw, which is interesting because we could pay 6 or we could pay 7 to play a level 5. Or we could actually just go for the Agumon. Just explode their board, save our security, our shields, and I don't know. We're gonna pay 8 for that though. That's a lot. Yeah, set up our next turn with that. Or we could just play a 5, right? Because these 5s look like they aren't gonna do anything. In reality, these 5s are pretty good. They both have 7,000. They're bigger than everything they got. Oh, this is interesting. This is a very weird situation we're in. I think it's actually correct to play a level 5. Because if we set up a level 5, if we draw level 6, it'll open up our opportunities in the future to have better plays. So we're actually going to pay 6 instead of 7 to play a Garuda Man. Even though Garuda Man gets the plus 3k when we Digivolve, it's alright. It only costs 6, so that'll be nice. That'll be better for us. So we're going to pay 6 here to play the Garuda Man. We can't come out of the breeding because we just popped the egg this turn. So we set our opponent to 3. And now it's Blue's turn. Here we go. We draw to start our turn. Oh, Ikakuman! Yo, first time ever? This is the first time we're seeing this dude. Holy cow. What the heck? He kind of looks like he Digivolves from Bearmon, but he actually comes from Gomamon. That's crazy. That's funny. What does Bearmon turn into? I don't remember, really. I don't remember Bearmon. Anyways, we're at 3 memory now. So we can actually Digivolve for 2 and make one of our guys a little bit bigger, which would be nice. Because then they're more likely to survive out of the security, right? Unfortunately, with how our memory's working out, we're at, look at that. You see that? That would cost 4, which would switch the turnover. So we can just explode or just run the 2 little guys into the shields and try to score some points. And maybe, hopefully they would survive, right? Because they're not guaranteed to explode, actually. They could run into some option cards. We know Giga's Destroyer would take out an Ikakuman. So maybe building a new stack with the Ikakuman would be correct. Yeah, I think so. 2k DP I don't think is that crazy of a difference. Or is it? We know the other deck has Biyomon. They did run 2 of the small guys already into our shields, right? So we're expecting some bigger guys to come out. I think we really want to get to the level 6, right? We only have 2 level 7s, and one of them is already in the trash. It came out of the security. So we're not expecting to get a level 7 on this guy. That's nonsense. That's really crazy. Yeah, I think trying to get a new stack started would be good. So we're actually just going to run both of these into the security. We're going to go in with which one first? We're going to go in with the smaller one first. Right, because we're expecting something big. We're expecting something big over here. Which is funny because they're not playing anything else, so. Ooh, 4,000. We're 4,000, baby. Yeah, Dracomon. Dracomon making a special appearance. That was correct to go in first with that guy. All right. 4,000 over here. Let's try it again. Can we oh, big man, 7,000. Yeah, see, if we Digivolve into 5,000, it wouldn't have made that much of a difference because they would have exploded anyways. All right, and now we can Digivolve to level 6. Here we go. Boom, big man. Ow! Ow, ow, ow! Whoa, and we got Grizzly Man. Yo, we don't see this guy too much. That's crazy. What's up, boy? Set the memory to 1 there. Very good. And it's Red's turn now. Keeping our Garuda Man nice and healthy. We're keeping them protected. Very good. Red's turn. Here we go. We have 1 memory. We draw to start our turn. Another level 5. Fire, fire, light the fire, bro. What the heck? Nah. We're in the mirror world right now. What the heck is happening, bro? Yo, talking about drinking all those waters, it slept like a little bit, and I feel like we time traveled. I don't know what happened. We might have time traveled. I feel like we're in the Matrix or something. It's some kind of meme dream we're in. So, yep, this is our hand now. We see the big man, so this is gonna go crazy once they pop out of the once they pop out of the breeding area, they're gonna be pooping their pants. Which is gonna be hilarious. Yeah, it might be correct just to play another 7, actually. It might be correct to actually play another 7, or what we can do, actually set up the tie and get plus 1 KDP, which is not gonna do anything this turn, right? So yeah, let's come out of the breeding. Let's come out of the breeding because we're not finding any level 4s, and we're actually going in with the 7K first. 7K first, better, or 3K. We already saw the big guy. We saw 2 small guys explode. We know they have a small guy over here. 3,000 really isn't that much. We could try to save it, actually. We could try to save it for later. We could just... yeah, we could save that. Let's just go in with the 7,000. Let's try this. Let's try this. Because if we get a level 4... Ooh, Kaiser Nail. What is this? Activate the effect. Okay. There's nothing to activate the effect on because the breeding area doesn't count. So, actually, we got lucky. We could have gone in with this one. We could have gone in with this one. Maybe a little bit of an error there. But that's only one. We've seen 3 option cards so far. Or 4. We've seen 4. We've seen 3 Hammer Sparks and a Kaiser Nail. So, yeah, we could save the level 3. We could try to save. How many security they got left? They have 2 left. Yeah, because the thing is, this guy makes 2 checks when he attacks, right? Looks like red's coming out ahead here. Blue's gonna have to do something crazy. We could set up the extra 1K DP and give them no memory, which is really annoying. Or we could pay 7 for another guy. If we pay 7 for another guy, it almost guarantees that we win. Especially they have 3 cards actually. They have 3 cards, so that might be a lot. The thing is though, we're so far ahead that paying 7 is not a big deal. Or we could play 3 for a small guy. But we're gonna pop another egg next turn, so that's not that bad. Keeping this guy for later. Yeah, let's get another guy. More Digimons, more power. More Metabots, more power. Here we go. We get another Metal Greymon. Here we go. Bust that guy out. Set our opponent to 6. Making them big memory plays. Now, big spender. Here we go. That's that big ticket purchase right there. Alright, let's go ahead and draw to start our turn. Hey, Garuru Man in the building. We got another huge ramp to work with, which is kind of crazy because we got this guy. We got this guy popping out. Alright, let's go. We popping out the breeding area. And now this is crazy. So, while your opponent has a Digimon with no Digivolution cards, this Digimon gains Security Attack +1. Uh-oh. What? Oh, no! Okay. Nah, this just got real crazy. This just got real crazy. They need a freaking Gaia Force. They need a Gaia Force right now or the game's over. They need a Gaia Force or the game is over. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. Because this guy, check this out. Rainbow mode. When attacking once per turn, unsuspend this Digimon. So this guy checks for 2 attacks. It was correct to save this guy. It was correct to save them in the breeding. Since we didn't come out of the breeding early, the Agumon couldn't do anything to stop this guy. To stop our Garuru Man. So let's check it out. Here we go. First attack, 2 checks. 1 check, and we actually got 2 checks for oh, hold on, no, it's just 11K. It only gets extra DP from the egg. when it's battling a Digimon. And we also actually get, when attacking, trash the bottom Digivolution card of one of our opponent's Digimon. So we're going to trash this Coromon from Biyomon. Because it's when attacking. It doesn't have to be when attacking a Digimon. So we actually get to trash the bottom Digivolution card there. And now all their guys has no bottom cards. So that was one check, actually. First check. Alright, 7K, we live. 4K, Dracomon. Second check. Oh, buddy. Oh, no. What's happening? Unsuspend. Attack again. Here we go. Yo, one turn KO almost. Unbelievable. Attack again. Check this out. Shadowing. One of our Digimon. All of your Digimon gain security attack +1 until the end of our next turn. Oh, it doesn't matter. Because we got another check. That's 2 checks right there. Game's over. Blue takes it. Kachidas Blue. Starter deck 2 wins. Wow. That was crazy because red was going to win next turn. Let's see what was in the shields over here. There was a Gabumon and a Matt Ishida. Yo, Matt gonna reunite with his brother here. They're gonna have a good time. Crazy. All right, let's get it. Oh, hold on. Grabbing the mat here, moving it around. Let's go ahead and get all our cards here. That was crazy. Unbelievable. Garuru Man combo. Yo, Metal Garu Man. Ow! A whoop whoop. A whoop whoop whoop. A ruff. A ruff ruff. Nah, that's that boy. That's that boy. Making magic happen. Our grandpa's deck only has Metal Garuru Man. Our grandpa's deck only makes Metal Garuru Man. Our body is a machine that turns PP Man trading cards racing card game into magic, unforgettable gaming moments. Yeah, crazy. Look at this. And then we had the Gabu Man. Nah, they backing us up in spirit from the shields. That's what's up. That's where they was the entire time. Talking about, oh man, where's our Gabu Man at? Nah, they was in the shields. They chilling in the shields. 2 is better than 1. Is that the truth? Is that the truth? Starter deck 2 owning it up. We didn't get to see no crazy Digivolves. Was that a brick? That might be what some people refer to as a brick. That opening hand. Maybe it was a mistake not mulliganing the opening hand. We thought we was gonna do so well because we had the level 7 in the opening hand. It only cost 8 to play it. Could explode their entire board. Unbelievable. How crazy. It actually might have been correct to play the level 7 to take out the 2 small guys. We might have actually won if we did that. Because it had 14,000, right? That's hilarious. I wonder what would have happened if we did that. Red might have won if we made that play, actually. That's hilarious. That's so funny. But we were thinking we could get a level 6 out if we got lucky. That's kind of nonsense. I think red would have won if we didn't do that. Red would have won if we played the level 7. That is so funny. Alright, here we go. Let's get this yellow deck now. This yellow deck might have some problems dealing with the level 7 because there's no level 7s in this yellow deck, I don't think. Alright, here's all our eggs. We got that Tokomon. Look how happy he is with the homie. Yeah. We slimed up. Konichi Wagsan. Man, yo, that Toronto English. That Toronto Canadian English from the TikTok memes. Alright, let's go ahead and get a little shuffle popping here. Let's get our yellow deck shuffled up. It's time to play. Let the games begin. Alright, blue just won. And they do have a level 7. So instead of rolling the dice, we're going to let blue go first. So here we go. Let's set the memory to 0. And let's get it started. 4, 5. Yep, we got 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Now we need 5 for our shields. There we go. Got 5 right there. And let's get 5 cards over here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we got 5 like that. Just like that. Just like that. Set up our shields. Very nice. Let's get it. Blue's going first. They don't draw since it's the first turn. They're going first. So we got 2 level 3s. We're going to play the Gabumon first. He has an inherited. And this one only costs 2. So this one costs 3. So we want to play Gabumon. Here we go. Gabumon. Pay 0 to Digivolve. And we draw a card for our Digivolve. Very nice. Now we got level 4 we can play. We're going for Garuruman. Garuruman also has another cool inherited effect, and it only costs 2. These both cost 2, right? But this one costs 4 to play, and it has 5 KDP, which might be nice just to play that raw. So we're gonna Digivolve to Garuruman right there. Very good. For 2, and we get a Kaiser Nail. Cool. All right. Move on. Ooh, custom modified. Hold up. Check this dude out. Nah, swag drip. Swag drip. Custom modified. Chike Takaishi talking about his little brother coming out to play. Let's go. And do we want to keep this hand? Yeah, this hand is nice. 3, 4, 5. And we got a tamer. Ooh, that rainbow. Ooh, that rainbow mode. Hold up. Hold up. He's going rainbow mode on him. See that too? He's shiny. Nah, that's pretty. Got that sparkle, that glitter. Alright, let's check out these cards. So, Tapirmon and Salami Man. So, Tapirmon, whoa, has 4,000 for 3. Or we could play Salami Man for 2 for 3,000. They don't have any inherited effects, which is okay. Oh, who is that? Nah, they nipples popping out. That's crazy. Alright, we're going to draw a card. Since we're going second. Ooh, talking about custom modified. Check this dude out. We got the Patamon from this playmat. This playmat actually came with some cards, I'm pretty sure. Look at that. That's cool. How fun. And this one has an inherited effect. So look at this guy, 1,000 DP. That's funny. Alright, let's go ahead and pop our egg. Tokomon. Got our Tokoman. And when an opponent's Digimon is deleted by dropping to 0 DP, gain 1 memory. I'm pretty sure that's like impossible with this deck. This deck is really funny. Because that's like impossible to make happen, I'm pretty sure. So actually, we're gonna Digivolve on this guy. We're gonna use the cool card. Here we go. Digivolve for 0. Because if we play the Tapirmon, I don't think we're going to use it as 4 KDP. And it has no inherited. So, boom, we got another Unimon. Yep, very nice. Very cool. Do we have a level 5? We do. So, we could set up our level 5 next turn. What does this do? When we have 3 security cards or less, when Digivolving, recovery +1. Yeah, we don't need to worry about that right now, actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up the Unimon. We're going to set up the Unimon right here. Level up to 6 KDP. We pay 2 to Digivolve because it costs 2 to Digivolve to Unimon. You see that? Unicorn Man. Very nice. And we draw a card for Digivolve. And look at this. This is so funny. To get to level 5, it only gives us 1k more DP, right? And actually now, what we want to do is we can play a small guy. We can play a small guy now. We're going to play a Salami Man. Or do we set up the defensive barrier, this defensive wall right here? TK gives all of our security Digimon plus 2 KDP, which is a pretty big deal. That's huge. They might want to attack next turn, which, or we could attack next turn, right? Let's get this Salami Man out here. Yeah, I think this Salami Man's gonna put in that work. We're not worried about them attacking yet, because they only have one guy. So here we go. Gonna set them to 2 memory. Now it's Blue's turn. Alright. Draw a card since it's our second turn now. Choose one of our opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards. They can't attack or block. Ooh. Ooh, we could stop them. But in reality, that's not so crazy because it's only a small guy, right? If it was a bigger guy, that might be a problem. But a small guy, if it attacks, it might explode. And yeah, we're not too worried about that. So we can go to level 5 right now and then try to set up our next turn. We could make a small guy. Yeah, and this costs 2 as well, right? That's a little bit of an investment. We do have another level 3, so what we can do is come out of the breeding area right now. We can't come out of the breeding and attack. Because we still have another ramp to level 5, right? We have a 3, 4, and 5, so we don't have to get to level 5 just yet. Might actually be correct to come out of the breeding area right now. Then, yeah, let's try to do that. Because they have the blocker. We don't want to let them use the blocker yet. So we're gonna come out of the breeding area, and we're gonna attack first. Okay, let's take a little bit of a risk here. We're gonna take a little bit of a risk. Let's see if this pays off. All right, we're gonna attack for 4K. Wow, Gettlemon disaster. Yo, cats win. Cat versus dog. Cat going crazy on us. That's hilarious. How funny. When attacking, trash the bottom Digivolution, and when we battle an opponent, yep. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Our inheriteds aren't saving us there. Alright. And now what we can do, actually, is we can play a level... Yeah, we can pay 3, actually, to set them to 1, instead of paying 2. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna pay 3 for a 4K Bearmon, which is actually bigger than the Gomamon. So that's nice. We're gonna pay 3 there. Set our opponent to 1. Very good. Alright. Yellow's turn. Here we go. We draw to start our turn. Ooh, Magnadramon, the big dogs. Yo. Actually, Yellow doing pretty good here. Just because the other deck has some crazy cards in it don't mean that we can't win. We believes in the heart of cards, baby. Our grandpa's deck only has Pot of Greed. Only has bangers. Alright, and we would like to get this effect, but in reality, you can't always get all this special effects off. So, yeah, we're going to come out of the breeding since we have some level 3s we can play. Or a new stack that we can build. And Salami Man going in to slam dunk on him. Let's check it out, Salami Man. Boom! Taking that Metal Garuru Man for us, which in reality, we have a Magnadramon, but we see that we already got one of their level 6s, and this guy's 12K, so that's actually really, really good for us. Our future looking pretty nice. Alright, and now we're actually just going to Digivolve. Here we go. Angelwoman! Yo, that's our girlfriend. She pretty. What do you guys think? That's a cool lady. Oh, what the heck? And we got a crazy option card. 7 memory option card for, let's see, one of our opponent's Digimon gets minus 10k DP. That's nuts. Whoa, 10k DP. So what happens in this game, if we get their DP down to 0 or less, they instantly go to the trash, right? They get deleted. So that's real nice. Alright. And we paid 3 to Digivolve right there, so they're at 2 memory now. Very good. Blue's turn. We go ahead and draw a card to start. Hey! And our brother's showing up. What's up, Matt? Alright. We're gonna pop an egg to start the turn. And let's go ahead and Digivolve. We take the free Digivolve. We draw another card. Ooh, Gomamon. We get that cloning machine rolling. We're gonna clone us a Gomamon real quick. And so this is a really interesting choice we can make now. I think what is correct, actually, is to take out the Salami Man because... Oh, wait. Salami Man exploded, didn't they? Because they ran into Garuru Man. Yeah, Salami Man exploded. Oops, that's okay. Yeah, if they didn't explode, what we would have done is we would have ran Bearman into Salami Man, and Salami Man would be taken out since Bearman has 4K and Bearman would live. We have an interesting choice, though. We can Digivolve on top of the Bearman, because Bearman will get 1K extra points, but in reality, we could go to 7,000 instead in the breeding area, which I think is a better idea. So we're going to pay 2. This costs 2 to Digivolve here. And we draw a card. Ooh, nice pickup. We got that Hammer Spark. Very good. And now, let's see. They do have a Digimon with Digivolution cards, so this isn't doing anything right now. And this is only at the start of our turn, too, which we could set that up, but in reality, if we can get this out of the security, it costs nothing. And then, that's really good for us, right? So, let's try to get to our big guy, right? We want to try to get a level 6 out and make this guy, right? So, yeah, paying 2, gambling to try to maybe get 1 extra memory, that's a lot, right? When in reality, we could start making a bigger guy right now. So what we're going to do first, before we Digivolve, we're going to run Bearman in and try to get some free shields. Let's see. Oh, Unimon, 6,000. Yeah, see, if we Digivolved to 5,000, that would have been a mistake. So that's actually pretty good for us right there. Very nice. And now what we're going to do is... We're gonna pay 1 here. Or 0 to gain 1. Very nice. Get the Hammer Spark rolling. And we're gonna get some memories. Alright. Gonna pay 3 here to go to 2 memory. Very good. And we draw 1 for Digivolve and we get another Gomamon. Very nice. Alright. Next up is Yellow's turn. They have 2 memory? Oh, wow. This level 6 is crazy. I used to think this deck was not that cool, but maybe it could actually make some crazy stuff happen. This is a really good first showing on video. All the other times I play this deck, it really didn't do. I don't think it really did that much crazy stuff, but in reality, I want all the crazy special effects to go off, right? All right, we pop our egg and get a free Digivolve before we get too excited to get this guy rolling, right? Let's go ahead and pay 0 here to Digivolve. Tapirmon, very nice. Digivolve 2. Wow, we having a party, bro. Nah, we having a party. Our girlfriend here. That's funny. Everyone's favorite, right? Go get you a girlfriend and find you a nice hole to hide in. Just kidding. What is he talking about? Is that hateful? What is wrong with this guy? I'm playing. I'm having... Alright, let's go to 0. We pay 2 to Digivolve, and we get another option card. One of our Digimon gets plus 3 KDP. Heaven's Gate. That's a cool card. Look at that. Nah, he got that. Is that a lightsaber? Nah, he looking like he's from StarCraft or something. He thinks he's one of the Zealots. He think he a DT. He one of them Dark Templars. That's pretty cool. Nah, he got that energy blade popping. Look at this. Yeah, Magna. Angelmon. So there's Angelwoman, and then there's Magna Man. Mega Man. Is that Mega Man? No, that dude wish he was Mega Man. I'm playing. Alright. And since we got the big man locked and loaded, we're going to go ahead and swing for 12k. And I think it's one check, right? Yeah, when his opponent is deleted, yeah, there's no inherited effects going off right now. So we're going for 12k. Boom! Zoodlemon! Yo, we was wondering where this dude's at. He making all them hammer sparks go off. That's what he been doing. Yep, no problem. 7,000. Meet Magnadramon. Yep. Yo, big dog. How woof woof. Yeah, that's cool. He's like a dog lizard hybrid. What is that guy? He think he's a dragon or something. Nah, that's maybe he's like a weasel or a ferret actually. I think that's what that is. All right. And now we got an interesting decision to make. I think what's actually correct is to try to save our security now. We're going to have one of the coolest tamers, actually. Look at this little man making them big plays. Nah. Just because he's his younger brother doesn't mean he can't make something happen. We're going to play one of them kids. Now, just because he's a little baby, he a little kid, doesn't mean he's not a cool guy. Let's go and do it. Let's go, TK. We setting up that defensive barrier. Plus 2k DP for all our security Digimon. All of a sudden, this game just got a lot more interesting. Wow, how crazy. All right, let's go ahead and draw to start our turn. Ooh, talking about getting interesting. Hold up. Uh-oh. We need to get to a level 6 to make this guy work. Because the on-play effect ain't doing much. Which in reality, this is actually a really good card. Because it still has 14,000. So it'll be able to take that out at least, right? Okay. This tamer, yeah, Matt absolutely getting destroyed by his little brother. Oh no. Sometimes it's just the luck of the draw. Sometimes it's the way that the cards comes out of the deck, right? Sometimes you get lucky. I think it is correct right now to actually come out of the breeding area because they got a big man and they're building another stack. So, yeah, we're going to have to try to get some free draws rolling here. And then, it might actually be correct to swing right now. Or we could save it. Yeah, we could save it. The problem is if we swing, is that they can attack with this and then just immediately take that out. So what we're going to do is we're going to pay 8. We're going to pay 8. Set them to 6, and hopefully they don't do anything crazy with too much memory. And this doesn't have any effects that go off because it has to look on play when digivolving. Return 2 of our opponent's Digimon with as many or fewer Digivolution cards. This has 0, it has nothing underneath it. So Digivolution cards are all the cards that are underneath, right? So if it was on top of a level 6 over here. Or actually, we could play this as well. This has a crazy effect. While we have 2 or fewer security cards, the black text ignores the Digivolution rules. So the black text Digivolve. While you have 2 or fewer security cards, Gabumon costs 3. So if we had a level 3 Gabumon, which we don't have any Gabumons, look, it's all Gomamons, right? We could actually Digivolve for 3 when we have 2 or fewer security cards, which we have 3 right now. But we can't wait for that. We need to get the big guy out right now. We have a problem. So let's go ahead and get our turn started. We're at 6 memory. Go ahead and unsuspend to begin our turn. We draw a card. Hey, we got that Gatomon. Heck yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and move out of the breeding area. Move on up here. Cause, yeah, look at this. Our board's looking pretty nice, and we want to make some plays. We want to deal with this. We want to deal with this Gabumon Bond of Friendship. That guy's looking crazy right now. All right, and now we could set up a blocker actually, which would be nice. How many security cards do we have? We have 3 security cards, so we can't get the Angelwoman effect to go off. When we have 3 security cards or less. Yeah, let's do it. So Gatomon, just like the show. Alright, we're gonna pay for 2 for Digivolve. Go to 4. Draw a card. Another TK. Yo, TK going absolutely bananas this game. They might actually be able to take out Gabumon right here. Gabumon, Bond of Friendship. Alright, and we still got plenty of memory to work with. So we can trigger our Angelwoman effect. Let's do it. Angelwoman keeping us healthy. We're going to draw a card for Digivolve. We pay 3. We go down to 1 since we were at 4. And we get another Magna Angemon. Unfortunate. We were looking for a level 6 there, but that's okay. And next what we want to do is, I think we want to swing. We could actually, oh yeah, and then we can't forget, we get +1, recovery +1. Check this out. So, when Digivolving, when we have 3 or fewer security cards, trigger recovery +1. Place the top card of our deck on top of our security. So we do some healing. We do some healing here. Add a card from our deck. Take a card from our deck. Put it on top of our security. How cool is that? So now, we used to have 3. We used to have 3, but we're at 4 now. Get our health back. Now that's crazy. That's one of my favorite things about TK and the yellow decks is that they can actually add cards to the security. And there's all kinds of other TK decks that actually lets you go into security, look at the security cards, take cards out, put cards back in, and then it gives you extra memory and all kinds of cool, fun little things that you can do with that. It's such a fun, crazy deck and play style. So we're at 1 memory now. What do we do? We could actually set up a blocker after we attack. We could set up a blocker and stop them from getting to our big dog. So even though they got a 14k monster that we have to deal with, we could actually set up the blocker and save our big man. Let's try to do that. Let's try to do that. So we just popped 7k out of the security, and we see that they have the Gabumon, Bond of Friendship. I think we're actually going to attack with the 7k right here. We're going to attack with the Angelwoman. Let's try it. Here we go. Oh, 7,000 disaster. Oh, no. It's okay. We put in the work. We tried, right? We don't always get lucky. That's okay. That's fine. All right. Next up, Magnadramon. Let's hope they survive, right? Because they could have something with 12k, actually. They could have something with 12k. Let's see. Ooh, 6. No, we did that in the wrong order. Oh, man. Now we see all the big guys right here. 7,000, 14,000. That's okay. That's funny. That's funny. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This game is so cool, so fun. Now we're going to pay 5 for a blocker. So we're protecting Magnadramon. All right. Set our opponent to 4 memory there. Yeah, we could have also played another TK, which would have been really fun. But that's okay. Or even what's really interesting, we could have gave them minus 10,000 for 7, but this sets up a new body. This sets up a new body, so we're actually okay here. We're fine. And they're at 1 security now. They only have 1 card remaining. Blue's gonna have to do something incredible here. They want to win. Yeah, they have 4 security. This is looking crazy right now. All right, let's go ahead and draw to start our turn. Oh, another level 3. Only whammies. Wow, straight bricks. Straight bricks coming out of blue. They can't stand up to their younger brother. Their younger brother is much more stronger and much more powerful. Oh, no, I'm playing. There's not better than them. There's equals. And it's just the luck of the draw sometimes. They got lucky this game. They got real lucky. All right, we pop our egg to begin our turn. We drew a card. Go ahead and Digivolve for free here for 0. And we draw another. Oh, hold on. Nah, that doesn't really... Actually, wait. Return to Digimon. Oh, so we could actually return... Nah, it doesn't matter. That costs 8. That would end the turn. That would actually just end the turn. So, yeah, that's... Oh, buddy. What a nightmare. Disaster nightmare coming through. Oh, wait. We got a... Oh, we got a Sorrow Blue. We got a Sorrow Blue. We were just talking about how this card's not that cool. All of a sudden, making a gigantic difference here. Huge difference with the Sorrow Blue. Let's go ahead and play this one for 2. Play that for 2. They can't block with this now. They can't block or attack until the end of their next turn. So actually keeping us alive. Whoa! Gobblebond able to bust through. He's getting through the defenses of the yellow deck here. Wow! Nah, heaven not looking so protected now, is ya? Wow. With Commander Mojo on our side, we control the skies. Let's get it. Let's go, Gobblebond. Yeah, nah, making them big plays. We were talking about how this was such a silly card actually come through, making a huge difference now. Okay, let's go ahead and set that up there. And now, what do we do? What we can do, actually, we could play another Gobblebond. Is that cheating? Is that cheating? This card's kind of crazy, huh? Is that too much? It's okay. It's fine. We're gonna see which deck can actually deal with this card, right? So we could play this actually, or we could set up some small guys. Try to get through all their shields right now. Let's let's set up some small guys. Actually, I think that'll be correct to set up the small guys. We're gonna pay 2 for a Gomamon, and we're gonna pay 2 for another Gomamon. There we go. Board's locked and loaded here. Which actually, before we play this one. Oh no, hold on. Before we play both of these, actually, it might be correct to attack with the Weregarurumon. Because we also got a guy in the back, so let's attack first before we play those guys. Just in case a disaster comes out of their shields. Whoa, 12,000! That's where our level 6s is at. Was in the shields. Oh, and that came off the top of our deck too. What a nightmare. It's okay. This guy explodes now. Bye-bye. Alright. And now we can play these 2 smaller guys, right? Alright. Set them to 2 memory here. And here we go. Yellow's gonna have to do something crazy. They can't attack or block still. So let's go ahead and draw a card to start our turn. And we got Salami Man. Alright. Pop our egg. Let's go ahead and set this here. Uh-oh. You know what? Oh no, we can't. I was thinking if we... Oh, maybe we should have played this. Sometimes when we get the opportunity, it is actually correct to always use the option card. But the problem is that this would have only delayed them by 1 turn, right? That's alright. That's okay. Yeah, the game was looking like it was gonna be yellows, but all of a sudden, let's get this free Digivolve. Oh, hilarious. Haha. Haha, we got 2 of them. We just got another one. Unfortunate. Oh man, that's funny. Okay, that's the free Digivolve that we get. And actually, do we get a recovery? Yeah, we get recovery +1 now, right? Yep, we get recovery +1. So we have 3 in our security. How many do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have to get the security right now. We have to get the recovery or we lose. So we actually Digivolve now. Angelwoman. And we go... Oh, we could also actually... We could play the TK first. We could play the TK first. We're going to play another TK here. For 2 first. And then we Digivolve for 3. There we go. We're at 3 now. And then... So we draw a card for Digivolve. Get another TK. Alright. And then We recovery +1, so we don't look at that one. Put that on top of our deck. Very good. All right, so we have +4 KDP, extra damage coming out of our shields. So all their guys are guaranteed to explode now. Sorrow Blue effect expires since it is the beginning of their next turn now. And we draw a card. All right, and Grizzlymon come into play. Here we go. We got 3 Memi to work with. We're going to come out of the breeding area. We unsuspend since it is the beginning of our turn. Gobblebond stands back up. And actually, when attacking once per turn... Uh-oh, game's over, buddy. Nah, Matt coming out to play. Yo, Spirit Link, here we go. Let's go. Now he go in hybrids mode. Yeah, the kids were asking me, he's like, do you know why they're called hybrids? And I thought it was because it was like the cards have more than one colors, and nah, it's because the kids be turning into Digimons. That's so funny. All right, we're gonna play a Matt for 2. We go down to 1 memory, and now I think we're going in first with this guy. Hopefully he survives, right? We just saw 2 big guys go down. They just exploded. One came out of the security. So here we go. First check. 7,000. We living, baby. We living. We healthy. All right. And then again, check this out. When attacking once per turn, if we have a tamer, this Digimon unsuspends. This is a tamer. You see on the top there, it says tamer. Right there, it says tamer. So now he was suspended because he attacks. You have to suspend the Digimon when it attacks. Now it unsuspends since we have a tamer, and we can attack again. So let's go ahead, attack again. 5,000. We living. Oh wait, hold on. They have plus 2,000. So 7,000 plus 4,000. That's only 11,000. He still lives. All right. And then 5,000 plus 4,000. That's 9,000. He's all right. All right, and that should be the game, unless something crazy comes out of the security here. Let's check it out. All of our Digimon and security Digimon got plus 5 KDP. Add this card to the owner's hand. So now they get plus 5,000 as well. That's crazy. Actually, bananas. All right, one more attack. So they have plus 9,000 now in the security. All right, Gomamon explodes. 6,000 is already bigger than 3,000. But they got one more Gomamon. Yo, Gomamon making them huge plays. Gomamon making them huge plays. It only costs 2, baby. It only costs 2. 2 is better than 1. Nah, 2 is better than 1. And they got no more securities or shields. That's the game. Matt busting through. Unbelievable. Crazy match. Game 1 goes to Kachida's Blue over Heaven is Yellow. Starter deck 2 or starter deck 3. Let's get it.